Welcome back, the Saturday morning show, and right now we'll be talking about physical inactivity. It takes us great pleasure to be welcoming here with us Dr. Ch2, the consultant of internal medicine and from POSIS King Fahd Medical City, assistant professor of medicine, King Saud bin Abdulaziz University for Health and Sciences in Riyadh. Welcome to the Saturday morning show, Dr. Muhammad.
Yes, welcome. Good morning. Okay.
And Dr. Muhammad, I'm sure this is a big topic, especially here in the kingdom when summer's coming around the corner. Physical inactivity. A lot of people think it's like physical inactivity means it's just like they're not active in their life, they're not doing exercises, or the exercise is not sufficient enough. Can you please talk to us more about it and what it is?
Okay, I mean, we have a scientific definition of physical inactivity. So to label somebody to be physically inactive, medical terms, we have to satisfy the definition, which is brisk walking for 30 minutes for 5 days. This is we call it moderate intensity activity, or high intensity activity like running 20 minutes 3 times per week. This is according to the definition of American College of Sports Medicine and American Heart Association. There is a more recent definition. If you are not satisfying the 5,000 steps per day, you will be labeled as physically inactive. So there are 3, either brisk walking 30 minutes 5 days per week, or 20 minutes running 3 times per week, or just like leisure type, walking 5,000 steps per day.
Dr. Muhammad.
And Dr. Muhammad, I'm sure here in the kingdom that we occupy the 3rd position in physical inactivity worldwide. Is there a specific cause or the reason why the statistic is like so accurate, especially because in the kingdom it's becoming more and more, especially with the diabetes, especially in the youth?
Yeah, actually this is very sad and shocking,
Yes.
News that this is 2012. There was article published in famous medical journal, Lancet. It's a British journal. Yes. Saudi Arabia occupied the 3rd position worldwide in terms of physical inactivity.
So first rank
after 2 European countries, Switzerland and Panama. Okay, and the woman, Saudi woman or Gulf, woman, occupied the 1st position by the definition I have already mentioned. So this is very huge. This is based on large database. This is from WHO, World Health Organization. I think also physical inactivity account for like 5 million die from physical inactivity worldwide. This number, 5 million, equivalent to what killed by smoking. So let's say
really
if it is like every 6 seconds somebody will die from physical inactivity as a complication of its consequences.
Of this.
That's what already the previous topic about diabetes. So physical activity, it will lead to diabetes mellitus type 2, hypertension, coronary artery disease, heart attack, stroke, osteoporosis, cancer. There are many consequences. But your question, why Saudi Arabia? I think the answer is clear. I mean, the lifestyle.
Yes.
You emphasized this word many times, lifestyle. I think we have transformation in lifestyle in Saudi Arabia. Let's go back 50 years ago. We don't have obese people. We don't have diabetes. Everybody wake up early morning, go to work. Most of the work previously was manual work, vigorous. You burn all calories what you have. Let's say eat.
A type of food.
Yes.
Type of food. I think this is one, the lifestyle, and we spend more time on TV and smart phones. This is, and also in computer, sedentary lifestyle. This is very important, and again, lack of the awareness of the importance of physical activity and exercise. I think this is important, and again, very important cause misperception about walking. Let's say, let's go chose King Fahd Medical City. There is a walking area around it. It's around maybe 8 kilometers, around it.
People, a lot of people, and I feel happy when I see them walking.
Yeah, that's great. But look, people, how they label these people. They call it pregnant, this walking area only for a pregnant woman. If they, yes,
it's true.
As if walking is only for a pregnant,
yes.
Again, if somebody walking, they say, I'm sure he is sick. No, walking is to promote health, to prevent disease. This is very important. You don't walk only if you get diabetes or hypertension. You have to be proactive and you have to prevent the
Protect
disease.
yourself.
We don't have enough walking areas, and very important, bicycles. Bicycle is very important, I think, transportation mean to
But
burn calories.
there are some I have a
Limitations.
comment, yes,
Yes.
upon this. Something else, talking about bicycles and generally talking about the high rates of inactivity in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the Gulf region. Do you think that the very hot weather is also a matter here, or a factor, 12 o'clock, to go
Sure.
outside and drive a bicycle? This could be like lethal.
Sure, that's very important. I think this is not yani, excuse, okay, that
Yes.
hot weather, let's say dusty or sandstorm. You have to choose the time. You have to prioritize your time. For example, you can choose the early morning time for walking, for exercise. The other thing,
Or exercise at home.
exercise at home, treadmill. The other thing that in Canada, when I was in Canada during the snowfall, so just as, let's say,
Yes.
look like if you have
Exactly,
sandstorm
on
here.
the
Yes.
other
The
side.
other side,
Yes.
they are exercising, elderly, middle age, young, because
I
they
feel this is a
prioritize.
challenge
It
also.
I think
seems to
they
be-
prioritize. I think
Seriously.
yes, you have to choose, as you mentioned, the right time. You have to prepare. And I don't advise or exercise or walk in hot, extremely hot weather.
Sunny
Okay, this is will
yes.
cause dehydration, will cause sunstroke. You choose the time. But we have so many excuses. Okay, busy from work, the weather. I think we have to.
No, I was just talking, I'm totally with you, by the
Yes.
way. But I'm just talking about the bicycle thing. Bicycle
Yes.
thing, during this very hot weather and dusty, and it's going to be a bit hard
Sure.
for the Gulf region. But I'm totally with you. With they should work even in their homes or
Yes,
gyms, or
treadmill, yes.
friends gather together, females together. I know females in the Gulf region, they love to be together, gathering, and instead of just sitting and eating, you can walk or
Backyard.
do something. Yes.
And Dr. Muhammad, you mentioned earlier about statistics, especially in the male population, 80%, over 80%.
Yes.
And the females is ranked #1.
Yes.
It kind of worries me about the next generation, what will happen. Because think about it, if they're the role models and the kids are looking at them, I'm sure the parents will tell them, do as I say, not as I do. It should be do as I say and as I do, to show them that this is, I'm here and healthy, stay away from the junk food, exercise.
Definitely.
And like you mentioned, like even the elder people that are elderly, they're 60s, maybe even 70s. They're in better shape than people in 40s because they go to the gym. They fitness themselves, they schedule it. And I'm sure like
Yes.
one day out of the week, if they do not go to the gym, they think something is missing. So I think if we're able to schedule it, make it as something every day that they do, it'll be a huge change in people's mentality and especially in their health.
Yes. Yeah, we have seen now we admit patients 90, 95.
Yeah.
I'm telling my trainees, this will be obsolete, okay? You will not, the new generations
You will not
will
see
not,
these
not
age.
see
Yes.
this age, because before, physically active, fit, exercising, eat healthy food. I think it will be, I don't think we'll reach
Part
to,
of history.
yes, part of history. It will be historical, okay?
And like you mentioned, it's going to be obsolete because people had the mentality, and I'm sure many of the viewers, maybe you agree or disagree. They believe because we have technology, we have new medicine, new information about how to go about it, and became, instead of acute, to chronic. Yes, it's true, but you have to have a good lifestyle. If you go ahead and eat unhealthy, oh come on, we expect a heart attack somewhere around there when you're up in the age, I'm sure, right? And this is where it seems to be. It's like if we live a good, healthy life, you'll be able to live a longer and healthy life
Yes.
and see your children, your grandchildren, and be a part of their life.
Yes.
This is so
Yes.
true. And right now, Dr. Muhammad, everywhere, or not everywhere, in a lot of countries, the rate of longevity is increasing. So people are tending to live more than they used to be, but or unfortunately in the Middle East they don't. The longevity is getting like it's lower than before.
Yes.
And it's the difference only is inactivity, or being active or inactive, because the diseases are the same, and they have junk food in the West as well, and they eat
yeah.
it a lot, but they move.
More active.
That's why they tend to live more.
Yeah, I think it's just, remember, put it in your eyes, in front of your eyes, a scale. So you have physical activity and you have calorie intake from food. So if you eat junky food and you don't burn calories by exercise or physical activity, you will gain weight, because these extra calories from fat, from carbohydrate will be stored in your abdomen as a big belly, okay, increase abdominal circumference, and will lead to diabetes, hypertension, high
And I'm
cholesterol.
sure, Dr. Muhammad, a lot of doctors, especially when I read articles, they now consider when your waste, if you have obesity, especially in the waist, they consider it as a toxic waste.
Exactly.
And this is one of the indications that you're living an unhealthy lifestyle. You're not doing what you need to do to ensure that you don't have any complications later in your life.
Yeah, we call this is metabolic syndrome. This is the name of it, metabolic syndrome or syndrome X, that you have the abdominal obesity.
Yes.
Okay, that for a male, okay, abdominal circumference more than 40, and female more than 37. So if you are exceeding this recommended, okay, waist circumference, so you will have abdominal obesity. If you add to this abdominal obesity diabetes, high cholesterol, low good cholesterol, and high triglyceride and hypertension and diabetes, this is what called metabolic syndrome. This is the, I think this is the era of non-communicable diseases.
And Dr. Muhammad, you mentioned about the 40 for the male and 37 for the female. And that's the statistics and research about the adults, not children.
Yes.
And it's sad that we see the children are above, way above that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Especially when they're 14, 15, or some of them even young adults, 18, and they're about maybe 45, 46, unfortunately.
Yes, I think it's important. It's our
our duty, actually.
our duty
yes,
as physician.
Yes,
physician has to be fit. I'm not talking about myself, promoting
Yes.
for myself, because if you advise patient, okay, you have to be fit, you have to exercise, you have to,
Exactly.
and you see the doctor is obese, you say it's not real good
or
role
a
model.
doctor who is smoking. And he tells his patients not to smoke.
It's very important. That's always in the clinic visit. We don't ask about medication only, compliance to medication. We have to ask about compliance to physical activity. We have to promote. Nowadays we call medicine, exercise is a medicine.
Yes.
So it's a prescription. So we ask the patient, please go, okay, walk 30 minutes, 5 times per week. It's like medicine. Don't underestimate it.
Yes.
Okay. We see patients, they are compliant. We see much better blood pressure control, blood sugar control. We see weight loss. I think it's
Blood
important.
cholesterol.
Okay, yes, blood cholesterol.
And Dr. Muhammad and dear viewers will be taking a short report and we continue this important discussion about physical inactivity. And share with us what you think about this topic, what's your advice, and what's some of your personal recommendation on Facebook, Twitter, and email. At the moment, we'll be taking a short report and we'll be joining you after this. Stay tuned.
An exercise class for retired people at the University of the District of Columbia here in Washington. The oldest participant is only months away from her 90th birthday, yet you wouldn't know it when you watch her move.
I used to be almost paralyzed, let's say 15 years ago. I really mean it.
And the exercise has made a difference?
It makes a big difference. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I can't be without it. Okay?
So you feel much healthier now?
I feel very good, yes. I have a house. I work a lot. I exercise in my house, in my garden, and I'm a very busy woman.
I do it because it makes me feel terrific. And when I don't do it, I feel the difference. A big difference.
Are you in better shape now because of the exercise?
I probably am, but though I've always been somewhat of an exercise person. But doing it on a very regular basis and with instruction makes a whole lot of difference.
Patricia Thomas, the university's athletic director, volunteers her time to teach the class.
It's very good for them. They are extremely healthy individuals and very active individuals, and they benefit greatly. I've had students in this class tell me that because they are active, they are seeing the doctor less. They are contributing that to their longevity.
In the last few decades, numerous scientific studies have shown conclusively that a sedentary lifestyle is harmful to one's health and that exercise produces clear benefits.
Actually, the sedentary lifestyle that we've adopted is not good for the human body. Exercise provides many, many benefits. It boosts energy. It can prevent disease, actually. It can help control weight by eliminating bad cholesterol in the body. So it certainly can boost the cardiovascular system. It can strengthen muscle and bone. Flexibility is also very important. It's a great stress reliever, and it's fun.
Experts say obesity and a number of illnesses like heart disease and some cancers are increasing due to a combination of two factors. People are moving less, and they are eating a diet that is now rich in sugars and starches from highly refined grains like corn, wheat, or rice.
The advent of fast food is very, very popular, and inactivity certainly contributes. The sugar in fast food and processed food is a problem as well. And again, I see nationally, I see a trend where we're trying to reverse that. The mayor in New York, for example, was suggesting a tax on drinks, on soft drinks that are not particularly healthy.
And even banning large portions.
Exactly. And so, you know, those are great steps and measures in the right direction.
In fact, First Lady Michelle Obama, the wife of U.S. President Barack Obama, has been a leader in efforts to promote exercise and better diet in schools. Those efforts are sometimes controversial. The processed food industry and parts of the opposition Republican Party are currently trying to roll back strict standards for healthier school lunches.
We are facing a health crisis in this country. We're now realizing that childhood obesity is a real issue. In 10 or 20 years, I don't want to look back with regret and think that we gave up on our kids because we felt like this thing was too hard or too expensive.
Patricia Thomas says exercising is not difficult, but many people need a push to begin.
The first message is that exercise is enjoyable, and to get people to engage with others. I think it's very difficult to start an exercise program on your own. So the idea of the socialization of exercise programs and helping individuals to understand that it's very easy, just a matter of walking. You can incorporate exercise in your daily life. You don't have to necessarily join a gymnasium.
Experts say 1/5 of American children are significantly overweight, making the need for exercise an urgent issue. In America and many other countries, people are doing less physical labor, driving more often, and in general being less active than they were several decades ago. The result is an increase in obesity and a number of diseases. But the tide is beginning to turn, with health authorities in many countries now promoting exercise for people of all ages. For Saudi Good Morning, this is Burton Bolag in Washington.
Welcome back, and inactivity could be the difference between life and death to you. This is crucial and very important, and it takes us a pleasure to be welcoming Dr. Muhammad Al-Sheef back here with us. Dr. Muhammad, there is a new device that is the pedometer, and we would like to know more about this, please.
Yes, pedometer or step counter. It was discovered around more than 100 years ago, but more recently, about 30 years ago or 20 years ago, they discovered that the minimum number of steps, 10,000, it will ensure balance between energy intake from food and between energy expenditure, burning calories. So that's very important. It will monitor your physical activity. It's a small device. You can put it in your belt, attach your belt.
Yes.
It's like a pager, and also it can come as a wrist watch, okay? Yeah. And this what will happen, it will monitor your steps. So how many steps? Let's say 500 or 1,000. Not only number of steps, intensity. So it's amount and intensity. If you are brisk walking, if you are running, if you are just walking, regular walking, it will record. So it will be three-dimensional. So you can walking forward, backward, right or left, or even stairs. So it will monitor all your physical activity. This is very important. It give you a target.
If
you have a target,
Dr.
it's not expensive. It gives you a target. Let's say I want to achieve the target 1,000 steps per day.